What's up, Longhorn Nation? Another beatdown at DKR, and the Texas Longhorns have sent a message to the SEC and anybody else out there who dares to listen. They're here, and they're stalking the national championship. Lots of football left to be played, but the Longhorns are as good as advertised. 4-0 through the non-conference season after a 51-3 win over the Louisiana Monroe Warhawks. They took down the Warhawks in easy fashion and have topped 50-plus points in 3 non-conference home games for the first time since the 2008 team that spanked up on Florida Atlantic, Rice, and Arkansas by identical 52-10 scores. The 2008 team, you will remember, they had future NFL players on it. To me, that was Mack Brown's second-best team right after 2005, which won it all. 08 had Quan Cosby, Colt McCoy, Jordan Shipley, Brian Arakpo, Justin Blaylock, Justin Tucker, Fozzie Whitaker, Roy Miller, Earl Thomas. Those were all NFL players. They won their first 4 games that season by an average score of 49-15. By comparison, the 2024 Horns are winning by an average of 48-4. They're rolling, guys. They are rolling. Steve Sarkisian has won 16 of his last 18 games, and 12 of those have come by double digits, including wins over college football blue bloods, Alabama, and Michigan. Bama, of course, came last season. There's lots of football left, but they are one of the early favorites to play for an SEC title along with Georgia, LSU, and possibly Missouri, which survived Vanderbilt at home. Let's not forget Ole Miss, which is playing well as well. The better news is even if Texas doesn't win in its first season in the SEC, the Horns will most certainly be one of 8 at-large bids to earn a right to play in the 12-team college playoff in his first season. That is, if things continue to progress like we're seeing. Saturday's game wasn't even close, and even with quarterback Quinn Ewers out with an oblique strain, the Horns are in cruise control. Young Arch Manning already throws as good a deep ball as anyone in the country at age 19. He got together with Silas Bolden and Isaiah Bond on a couple of real nice deep balls. I think Bolden was kind of robbed on that, what would have been a 42-yarder that was overturned on replay. Now, Manning was only 15 of 29, and he threw 2 TDs and a pair of picks, one of which he threw into double coverage. After the game, he gave himself a C+, and he wore the look in post-game interviews of a young man who just couldn't wait to get back to work. Hey, he's a Manning. They live for this stuff. Got to give Jadon Blue some love, coming back from the ankle, scoring 4 touchdowns, going over 100 yards behind that veteran offensive line. They kept Arch pretty clean for most of the game. Defensively, the Horns are as good as anybody. Sure, bigger game is coming in the form of the Oklahoma Sooners, who absolutely got worked by Tennessee, and the Georgia Bulldogs still smarting for missing out on one of those 4 playoff spots last season. Sophomore linebacker Anthony Hill is really coming into his own as the Mike linebacker. He became just the second player since 2020 to record a sack and grab an interception in the same game. He would have scored. He would have gotten the pick 6 if not for Trey Moore getting flagged for a block in the back. No worries, Trey. Ant forgave you after the game. Now, I'm really interested to see how this defense, which has given up only 22 points in 4 games, fares in this new league. They are 10 times better at tackling than they were last season, and no team has really beaten them deep. Guys, you got to remember, they were 116th against the pass in 2023, and they're not giving up chunk plays like they were last year. Huge improvement. Shout out to Jahdae Barron and Michael Taft. They're the leaders back there. Newcomer Andrew Makuba continues to play well. It's going to help what we're seeing right now when they come up against a team like Georgia that can throw it around. So they roll into the SEC. Mississippi State coming in here Saturday. The Horns are 4-0. State's going to be down a quarterback. Starter Blake Shapen is out with a shoulder injury. He's getting surgery. They will be starting a true freshman by the name of Van Buren at a packed DKR on Saturday. That's it for non-conference. It's officially SEC season. Thanks for watching this one. Check out our coverage on statesman.com And Hook'em.com, our guys Danny Davis, Thomas Jones, David Eckert, and Caleb Young have it on lock. A&M fans, our new writer Tony Catalina's doing great stuff in College Station. We'll have new episodes of the On Second Thought podcast and the Longhorn Confidential podcast coming up this week. And you can also follow me at Cedric Golden. Hey, it's SEC season. Let's get it.